A year ago, this place was knee-deep in Boko Haram and ISIS in West Africa. But we shifted focus. It's a new game. We're playing chess with the Chinese, and Africa's the board. Half this room's working to support U.S. military positions on the continent, and the other half's trying to sabotage the Chinese attempts to do likewise. It gets messy, but it's us or them, you know? I'm one cube over. Let me know if you want to grab a smoke.
Should I hit the water or stay on dry land? Even though I never swam, take the shelter into the brush. Though at first there is no plan. Taste the war paint on that tongue as it's dripping with my sweat. Place my gaze in the future's path, seeing things that ain't come yet. Hope to watch the victory dance after the day's work is done. Hope to watch the victory dance in the evening's setting sun.
American Stingers, December 27, 2018. While speaking to a family member, we were speaking about a completely different subject. I had a vision. I saw American troops in South Africa moving fast on the ground in jeep vehicles. The words came to me, American Stingers. The Americans will be in South Africa fighting a Chinese-backed revolution. The terrain they travel on is flat. It's a dry, muddy area. The mud is baked so hard that it looks like they're traveling on some river bank or dam bank that has dried up. I see the tree trunks on the ground. Then the words came to me, America will act like stingers moving fast. They will defeat the Chinese-backed revolution from their lessons learnt in Vietnam. They were vicious, they worked very fast, and they did not mess around. The entire vision happened in less than 1 second, but I saw much detail. They will fight in a manner that the other side has never seen, and it will be directly from the lessons they drew from Vietnam. Vietnam was the last thing on my mind, so not sure why I saw it or had it come up, but nonetheless they fight based off of what was learnt in Vietnam. They're offensive, they don't stand still, and they move fast, and they sting. American Stingers. Jets land on highways, middle of a revolution. On the 18th of July 2020 I had a very muddled dream. The dream keeps flashing to me. This tells me it is a message dream. I see an American jet landing in South Africa. They land on highways in South Africa. Out of the blue, American jets land on highways. I then see a revolution encircle a white man. He is being surrounded, and just prior to being attacked he has moved away. He has moved overseas to fight a war. This could tie in with the dream of a ship I saw a few years ago collecting men and taking them up north. I saw the jet as if I was in the cockpit. It was flying, and then suddenly out of the blue it landed on the highway. It was the way it came out of the sky which stood out for me. It did not go down gently, it was soaring in the sky, and the jet dived down fast, hard, and made a quick abrupt landing. The American presence will be fast and no one will expect it. It will be out of the blue. There is an aspect which I leave out of the dream, that which will be the fulfillment of the seer's vision. It is the culmination of one and the beginning of another. The culmination will be the end result of bowing down to the West. What is about to happen next is the result of National Party bowing down to the West. This will result in the men being used in other wars. The beginning of the other event is that the nation will wake up and realize that the wolves' howls, the hyenas' snarls have all been directed at them from the shepherd who was supposed to protect them in this agreement. I am expecting some major event to take place in South Africa which will solidify the message from God for the nation, and that the century of bondage is now over for the nation. They are free. The event which will be spoken about in 5 years' time. It could possibly be these jets touching down, or some operation on the ground from the West. I don't know dates or times. It could be weeks or months, or however God determines it should play out. All these protests will usher and bring this revolution down the road faster, culminating in the Iliweasel Genocide and Atrocities Prevention Act of 2018 signed by President Trump. When I woke up, this is what rushed through my mind when I saw the jets touch down. The Iliweasel Act came to mind. If it happens, should it happen, it will build up to the Chinese-led revolution fought on the northern borders. Japan has been moved into this region for the events unfolding now. The Portuguese troops will fulfill the other dreams of involvement in southern Africa. I am hesitant to put this one. It seems as strange as seeing Japan in the region one saw near Malawi and Mozambique area. It all ties in with what's happening with ISIS on the borders and the fulfillment of the dream of Western powers getting involved in southern Africa.